Hello and welcome everyone to this class with me. I'm Fleur and I give you half an hour of some uplifting vinyasa today. So we're going to start with coming into a comfortable seated position. You might want to sit on a block or a cushion, something that makes you feel like you can ground yourself through your sit bones. And when you're ready, just start to allow yourself to soften into your seat. Take a deep breath into the nose. And on the exhale, just sigh it out, closing your eyes. And place your awareness on your breath. Begin to feel how your inhale is and how your exhale is. Become very curious about your breathing. And with each breath, allow yourself to soften into this space a little bit more, arriving in your sacred space, the space that you come from. So each breath becoming a little bit more fully connected to yourself in this moment. Notice each inhale, the length, the quality. Notice the pauses in between, and notice the breath out, the length, the quality, and the pause at the bottom. And feel how your shoulders soften away from your ears. Feel how now the breath can become a little bit deeper into the sides of your ribs and the back. And then feel how your armpits are moving away from your hips. Feel how the spine becomes a little longer. How your neck lengthens, your ears are moving away from the shoulders. And then check in with your jaw. See if you can relax the jaw, having a little gap between your teeth. Let the tongue be resting in the base of your mouth. And let your forehead become soft. And just take a few more rounds, breathing into your body, arriving in your space. And let your practice be guided by your breath. So really notice when you lose that connection to the breath, when you pause the breath or when you hold or grip, and just come back to the breath. And then if you like, place your hands to your heart center and set an intention for your practice. So whatever brings you to the mat, try to make the practice a mirror of how you are with yourself. So you begin to notice more and more what the mind chatter is telling you, how certain challenges in the practice come up, and what you tell yourself during it. So you're guided towards your highest self, or you can also send out some love or energy to somebody else. And then take a deep breath in through the nose, and exhale, sigh it out. And then blink your eyes open. And let's come into a nice stretch through the arms. Bring the arms out to the side, palms facing up. And breathe in. Lift the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, breathe out, bring the arms down, palms facing down. Inhaling, breathing in, lift up. Just notice my plant is too close to me. Exhaling, breathing out, bring it back down. So I'm going to push it to the side. Keep going. That's better. Inhaling, arms reach up. And exhaling, breathing down. Two more. In your own time, breathing in, lift up. Feel how nice it can feel to lift and stretch. Exhaling all the way down. And last one, lift up the arms, breathe in. Interlace the hands above your head. Push the fingers together so there's no gap. And then lift up through the palms. Reach up. Keep the chin slightly tucked. Lift and lengthen up through the sides of your body. And take 5 deep breaths here, reaching and lengthening. Don't let the fingers curl away from each other. So you want to push the palms up. Reach up through the heels of your hands. 2 more breaths. Feel out your ribs expand, and 1 more deep breath in here, reaching up to lengthen. And then exhale, slowly release the hands, bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, lift the chest. And then exhale, move the hands away from your buttocks. If it feels comfortable, you can draw the chin to chest and then fold forward. Slowly take your time, or just keep the chin tucked and move the hands away from the buttocks. And again, try to breathe into the areas which feel tight. And slowly release, come back up, rolling the head up last, and then change the crossing of your legs. So the leg that is maybe not so comfortable comes in front, going to the side. So arms out again to the side, and just start with little circles in your arms. So warming up your shoulders and shoulder blades. Small circles, only about as big as a handball, like a pumpkin. Yeah, that's quite a big one. So maybe a bit smaller. And then make the circles maybe a little bit bigger. Eventually, taking your time until you feel like you are in the range of motion that feels comfortable for you. Then making them smaller again and smaller. And then change direction, go the other way around. Finding first of all that length through the fingertips, neck nice and loose, and then make the circles a little bit bigger. Keep going, even though the arms might start to feel a little burning sensation. Keep going slowly, reaching the arms up, circling the arms. And then the biggest circle that feels good for you. And then again, make it a bit smaller again. And smaller. And then bring the palms facing up, open the chest, and then round through the spine. And again, breathing in, open the chest and round through the spine. 3 more, open and round, drawing the hips forward and back. And the chest opens and closes. And if you hear it, I'm sitting on a crunchy piece of wood. And open the arms to the side and then bring the hand down, right hand down, lean over towards your left. Take a little stretch here. Let the right shoulder be soft, shoulder away from the ears, and then change over to the other side. Keep the neck soft, relax your left shoulder, lifting the chest a little up. And 1 more time, stretch out and reach the arm up and over. And 1 more, breathing in and then over to the other side. And then coming back up, untucking the toes. So uncross your legs, more in the next. Knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your hands nice and wide, lengthen the crown of the head forward. Tuck your toes under, take a breath in, and on the exhale, push into your hands, draw the belly in and lift your knees just an inch over the floor, and hold it here for 5 breaths. Notice if you're collapsing in the shoulder, so you want to push the floor away, maybe lifting through the middle of your shoulder blades. Draw the belly in. The lower your knees go, the harder it is, but keep pressing into your hands. Find your strength here. 2 more breaths. And last deep breath. Good. And then from here, slowly bring your knees back down to the floor. Take a little cat-cow curl, open the chest, and exhaling, tuck the toes a little bit and push through the middle of the shoulder blade. Rounding your back, inhaling to open the chest, and exhaling to round. Pushing into the hands, chin to chest, and one more, inhaling to open the chest. Arching your back, activate the back muscles, and exhaling to round. Good. Working again into the arms, stretch your arms forward, come to a melting heart pose. This time an active one, so look forward, keep your arms straight, and notice if your upper arms are rolling inwards. You want to roll them out, and then press the hands forward and reach the hips back. Draw the belly button slightly in, and imagine your armpits want to turn down to the floor, and your arms want to lengthen. So an active melting heart pose. Might feel like an intense stretch right here underneath the armpits. So just go to where it feels bearable. Draw navel in. If it's too intense, just draw the hips slightly back. Round a little to the shoulder so you're not collapsing here. 2 more breaths. Nice and long through the spine. And then from here, start to walk your hands back. Good. A little bit, tuck your toes and come to downward facing dog. First downward dog. So walk out through the heels. Bring one heel down and then the other. And then again, check your fingers. So make your index finger point forward so the other fingers are slightly pointing out to the side. Shoulders are rolling away from your ears and then pushing the floor at the front away. If you're new to this and if you're feeling very tight in your hamstrings, bend your knees a lot so that you're not in this position here. You want to draw the hips back and up so that the length from your wrist to your shoulders and to your hips becomes like a line. You open up the shoulders, keep your neck soft, so look down to your feet, and then from here you can start to paddle out the feet, warming up your hamstrings. Good. So again, in downward dog, if you do need to have a mini bend in your legs or a little bend so that you can really push the hips back and up rather than having the legs straight and sort of coming into this position. You can check that by looking at your hands. Your arms should be next to your ears. Neck soft and released, and front of the mat being pushed forward and away. Good. From here, bring the toes together, big toes touching, and then start to just press the left heel down to the floor and reach your right heel straight up. Don't open the hips so the toes don't point out to the side. Toes are pointing down. You might not come very hard. And again, notice your shoulders want to give you a little bit of slack. They want to come and sort of reach forward with the chest. So really push the front of the mat away and reach your heel back. Hold this for 3 breaths. Feel the length from your wrist, shoulders to the hips. Draw belly button in and reach the heel away from you to the back of the room. Neck is soft and relaxed. And release. Right foot down. Paddle a little bit out through the heels. Other side. Right foot is on the ground. Heel is drawing towards the earth and left heel reaches straight back. Push the front of the mat away. So lengthen the front of the body. 2 more breaths. Good. Feel that length, feel that strength you have, and then bring that foot slowly back down. Paddle out through the feet, and then bring your knees one more time down and sit back into a child's pose. Arms forward, or you can bend the elbows. And just taking a little moment to feel what we just practiced in our body. How was your breath? Did you forget about it? Or could you stay with a calming breath that strengthens your body at the same time? Feel the breath expand as you breathe in and at the back of the body, and soften as you breathe out. All right. So we're going to work a little bit into the whole of the body in this flow. different areas, so into hamstrings, hips, into a little bit of back bends and into twists. So a little bit of an all over, very precise. So we want to make it very clear. From here, come back into your downward facing dog. And then tuck your toes, push the hips back and up. Find your downward dog again. See if it feels a little bit softer now. And then bring the toes again together, touching. Lift your right leg up to the sky. This time point the toes and start to rotate the knee to the right side and bend your right knee so that your foot is pointing to the left. So the toes are pointing to the left. Now check your shoulders. Your right shoulder wants to sort of lift up and your left shoulder wants to push down. Keep the shoulders level to the floor. Reach the foot up, reach the right knee up, good. And then look forward, bring your right knee forward to the nose. Draw the belly button in and round through the spine. Hold it here. Belly draws in, push the floor away. Again, inhale, lift the leg up. If this is challenging, you can bring the knees down and do it with the knee in. Lift the leg up, bend the knee, reach the knee up. Good. And on the exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Good. Set the foot right underneath your knee. Push into right foot, let go of the hands, and reach your arms up into a high lunge. Relax your shoulders. Good. Feel that you're opening up through your left hip flexor by really straightening that back leg and reaching the left heel back. Arms up, look forward. Take a breath in here. Tuck and squeeze that left glute. And then on the exhale, start to descend. Hands down to the floor. Good. Push the floor away. Lift that right foot and lift it back up into the sky. Bend your right knee. Squeeze it and then step it back down. Other side. Left leg lifts up. Turning the knee to the left side. Bend your left knee. Left foot is reaching towards the right. Press right heel into the ground. Press the floor away. Arms nice and straight. Hold it there, feeling that you're squeezing the glute. You're opening the front of the left hip. And then look forward. Bring that left knee towards the nose. Come to tiptoes on the right foot. Push the floor away, rounding through the middle back, upper back. And inhale, lift the leg back up. Bend the knee. Knee to the left, foot to the right. And then stepping that left foot forward between your hands. Glute should be nice and warm now. Press into the left foot. Reach your arms up. Come into high lunge. Find the balance. Again, activate that right leg. Make it nice and strong. Arms up. Find the balance. Shoulders relaxed. Ribs in a little bit. And then slowly come back down, reaching the arms forward, hands to the floor. Step back into high plank. Coming to one vinyasa. So bending your knees. Keep the hips high. Bend your elbows. Chest comes forward. Elbows in. And then slide yourself onto your belly. Open the chest. Point the toes. Reach the chest up. Nice and long in the neck, so don't try to lift the chin too much. And then exhaling, push the floor away, tuck the toes, come back into a downward facing dog. Well done, good. Walk out a little bit through the feet. And then from here, start to walk yourself forward towards the front of the mat. Feet are hip width apart, hand forward, relax your head and maybe take your elbows. Take a little rock side to side, belly draws in, maybe shake the head out, yes and no. Just to feel how the back feels, become very soft in the back. And then release your arms and slowly roll yourself up to standing. Good. Once you're standing, you can have the feet either still hip width apart, or if you prefer, you can bring the feet together. Just take a nice long position. Feel where your hips are, if you're arching your back or if you're collapsing, so you want to find the right position for your body, that you are feeling this girdle of your hips. Activate the lifting up through your root lock, so the pelvic floor or perineum, lift it up a little bit, squeeze it, activating through your core, soften your ribs a little bit down so you're not arching into your back. So you want to keep this nice and active. Just a little flow from here. Take a breath and reach your arms up, look to the thumbs. Stretch out, exhaling, hinging forward. Hands go through the midline fold, head to shins. Inhaling, coming halfway up. Straighten the legs, open the chest. Hands down, step your right leg back. Step your left leg back. Open the chest into your high plank. Breathing in. On your exhale, bring knees down, chest and chin, or chaturanga if that's in your practice. Untuck the toes. Slide forward into low cobra. Pointing the toes. Squeeze the glutes. Open the chest. Shoulders back. Exhaling. Come back down. Push the floor away. Back into downward facing dog. Good. Take 3 breaths here, finding your downward dog. Breathe 2. Check in your neck and shoulders. Press the front away. And 3. Look forward. Step your left leg forward. Step your right leg forward. Come up halfway, inhaling. Nice and long. Lift your kneecaps. Maybe hands come a bit higher. Exhaling, fold head to shins. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look to the thumbs. And fold down again. Through the midline, head to shins. Come up halfway, expanding the heart. And then stepping your left leg back. Step your right leg back, or jumping back if that's in your practice. Chaturanga is best bending your elbows, chest comes forward. Come only with the shoulders into the height of the elbows. Lift up, open the heart, upward dog. Or do the variation we did before. Exhale, pull back into downward facing dog. This time, come onto tiptoes. Breathe in, lift the tiptoes, pressing toes on the floor. Exhale, heels come down. Inhale, lift onto tiptoes. Exhaling, heels come down. One more. Inhaling, lifting up onto tiptoes. Belly in. Exhale, heels come down. Look forward, stepping your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, reach your arms up. One more round. Exhaling, folding forward through the midline. Coming up halfway, expanding the heart. Exhale, stepping back, or if you want, you do a little jump, but keep your elbows bent. Chaturanga, or bring knees down to support yourself. Open the chest, upward dog. And exhaling back into downward dog. 3 breaths again, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bending your knees, look forward. Step or hop if that's in your practice. Try not to hop like a bunny, so try to lift the hips up and land lightly. Come up halfway. Exhaling to fold, head to shins. Inhaling, reaching your arms up. Look to the thumbs and hands to your heart. Good. Through your B variations, bend your knees. Utkatasana, chair pose. Reaching the hips back, arms next to your ears. Hold on, and from here, bringing the hands to your heart center, and then bringing your right elbow over your left knee. Keep your knees in one line because they will want to slide to a different sort of position. So right elbow over your left knee. Bring your hands close to your body. Left shoulder moves away from your ear, and then start to twist towards your left. Try to keep the heart lifting towards your hands. Take 3 breaths here. Place the weight a little bit into your heels. On your exhale, engage your core. Keep your neck long. Feel where you are opening the body. Inhaling, come back up. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Exhale, other side. Bring your left elbow over to the right side. Hook it under. If this is challenging, you can also open the arms wide. Breathing in 3 breaths. Hands close to your body. And then twisting. 2 more breaths. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhaling, folding down, Uttanasana. Coming up halfway, expand the heart. Step or hop yourself back. High plank, breathe in 1 extra breath. And then slowly coming down, Chaturanga. Upward dog, lifting the heart. And exhaling, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up into the sky, 3-legged dog. Point the toes. On the exhale, step your right foot next to your right hand, going into your hips now. From here, left hand stays down, breathe and open the right arm up to the sky. Simple twist. Keep strong in your left leg, open the chest, heart reaches towards the sky. Take 2 more breaths here. Reach up and open through the right hand. And 1 more. And then bring the right hand inside of your right foot, keeping the right knee over your right ankle, and just start to lengthen backwards and forwards. So massaging a little bit your toes of the left foot and feeling into your hip. If this is too low for you, then see if you can bring your hands maybe onto a book, or you can even bring that left knee down and just work a little bit maybe in circles of your hips. If this is comfortable for you, bring your left elbow down in the same line as your right heel. And you can maybe even bring both down if you're feeling open. If you're feeling very open, walk your hands forward onto fingertips and find out where your hips want to go today. I'll stay here for today. Good. Wonderful. And then from here, slowly bring the left knee down towards the floor. Come onto your right side, press into the right leg. Draw that left hip forward. Reach up through your left arm and then lean over towards your right side. I'll show you this way. Leaning over, stretching to your right side. Don't collapse into your right leg, so don't let the right knee come over your right toes. Keep them right over your left ankle and tuck the tailbone a little bit so you feel the stretch happen in the front of your left hip. Take a long, slow breath here. Try to make the elongations, make the exhale elongate. Letting go. Coming back up, bring your hands around your right leg and then draw your right hip back, maybe flexing your right toes. Take a breath in. On the exhale, point your toes and soften over your right leg. 2 more. Inhaling, coming up, flexing the right toes. Exhaling, point, fold over right leg. And 1 more. Inhaling, flex. You can also sit a little bit back if that's easier. And then point, fold over right leg. And then coming from here, walking both